Hi, this is Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about 5 ways to use color in your executive resume. And, color is an interesting topic because there's definitely people who feel like you shouldn't use any color in a resume. And then there's many that, in my opinion, go a little overboard and there's nothing but color and it's frankly, all shine and no substance. And there really is a way to use color tastefully and have it not be front and center, because what should be front and center in a resume is your recent relevant achievements pertaining to the job that you're targeting. So with outlining that being first, let's walk through 5 ways we can use color to highlight and accentuate what is supposed to be focused upon, which is, how you're qualified for the job. So how can color help you do that? The first way is using color to draw the eye to particular keywords or titles, keywords or titles essentially, and to do that in such a way that it brings about visual validation. Now, what does that really mean? I want you to think about it this way. When you do a search for anything, it could be a restaurant, it can be, an open job that you're looking for, a type of open job that you're looking for, it could be a certain topic. When you go to the search results, you tend to scan and look for visual validation that you're in the right spot. Well, that's what recruiters do when looking at the top third of a resume. So, you might have a title underneath your name outlining the type of job that you're going for. Putting that in a different color than the rest of the resume can definitely draw the eye to that target title that you're going for. Or putting, core competencies or other keywords in a slightly different color. Again, all done tastefully, all done properly, can just draw the eye to those particular keywords that give this visual validation feeling to the reader that what they're reading is, they're in the right spot and it motivates them to keep reading. So that's the first way that you can use color. The second way to use color is on your job titles for each of your employment entries, is to put those in a different color. And this way you're accentuating the job titles. Now, how is this helpful? If you are currently a CFO and you're going for a CFO job, if you, highlight the fact that you already have the title, draw the eye to the fact that you already have that title. If you are looking for a promotion and you're in the position that is the precursor to the target title that you're going for, show that you are properly positioned and you've done all the work that prepares you for the next level by showing your linear progression. Maybe your titles are all in a linear progressive manner and you want to highlight that, show the growth. So again, the title, using color to accentuate what you want the eye to be brought to, is really the underlying theme in the rest of these, the first 2 I gave you and in the rest of these. Now you're not going to probably want to use all of these, but the key is to decide of these 5 that I'm giving you, which highlight best what you need to, bring the eye to, and then choose which of these suggestions work for you. So with that said, let's go to number 3. The third way to use color is to use it to accentuate certain recent relevant achievements, either in the summary or in the respective employment section accordingly. And again, using color to draw the eye to what the reader needs to see first and foremost. The use of color can help you do that. And you can do that with achievements. You can use color to accentuate achievements by either highlighting the copy in a specific color, or you may decide to use, a graph or a text box or a table that can use color to outline how you have a recent achievement that's relevant to the job that you're targeting. So it could be a graphical element, or it could be, color being used with the copy that outlines your achievement. A fourth way to use color is to highlight the employers you worked for. If you have worked for some high pedigree, well-respected in your industry employers, you're going to want to bring attention that you have been trained and have gone through the ranks at these respective employers, because that in and of itself is impressive and part of your branding. So if that's what really is a draw about your background, is where you've worked and who you've worked under and the projects that you've worked under, use color to bring attention to the pedigree or to the relevancy of the employers that you've worked for, if they're going to be impressive to the target employer that you are introducing yourself to. And a fifth way, and certainly this isn't the only 5, but this is definitely not an exhaustive list, but for the sake of this video, the fifth way you can use color to highlight your executive resume is to use it to divide sections, your experience section, your summary section, your achievements, your education, skills, projects, awards, affiliations, any type of section of your resume. You can use color to break apart those sections, to help the eye move through, to create white space. And you can do that tastefully and subtly with relevant color. So these are 5 ways that you can use color to bring your executive resume out to shine. And what other ways would you use? I know this is not an exhaustive list by any way, but I want to make sure that you're at least learning how to do it. And again, I want to reiterate, as I said earlier, I would recommend not using all 5 of these because then you'll have no black font on your resume. If everything has color on it, it sort of defeats the purpose of using color to bring attention to something. But doing it tastefully, once you've decided how you're marketing yourself, who you're marketing yourself to, what needs to be highlighted, and then how to highlight it, again, using color and word placement, word choice, and any graphical elements, is how you bring attention to yourself. So if you know of someone who's going to benefit from this information, I'm going to ask you to share it. If you would like some more free training on how to write your executive resume, go to freeexecresumetraining.com and register for my next free resume writing training session. Again, go to freeexecresume.com, and this way you can sign up for that. And I go through before and after resumes. I show you what other types of sections and how to should be on a resume, how to write them, how to write achievement-based documents. And I give you some examples, about 5 or 6 examples throughout the training of what you shouldn't do and what you should do. So look forward to seeing you there. If you like this video, I'm going to ask you to like it. If you know of someone who will benefit from this, I'm going to ask you to share it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com or DM me or LinkedIn message me. I do my best to get back to every way people can reach me. And again, if you know of someone who can benefit from this, I'm going to ask you to share it. And don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you do not miss next week's video. So I look forward to your questions, your additions, your suggestions, and have a great day.